Hey YouTube, still keeping one here again, and I wanted to talk about how world events affect commodity prices like gold and silver and oil in this video. Many of you know yesterday there was a nice little healthy spike in the precious metal values. And one of those reasons, there's various reasons, but one of those reasons, as you may or may not have heard, is the terror group ISIS, also known as ISIL, and they also call themselves the Islamic State. The terrorist group have made a decision to start minting their own money out of gold and silver. Now, in doing that, that is a world event. That affects the price of these metals. Now, they are backing that gold and silver with its value, not a face value, but with its intrinsic value. So they're not going to have various denominations. It will actually be the value of the gold and silver itself as how much these are worth for their trade and sales. And that is going to raise demand. And also, you may or may not know, at the end of this month in Switzerland, the Swiss are having a referendum. So in Switzerland, they have what's called direct democracy. And what that means is the people vote for policy. Here we vote for different congressmen, governors, the president, and they make the decisions. Mainly they decide to make a bill or they want to make a law, and it goes through the whole cycle. But in Switzerland, with direct democracy, the people there vote on policy themselves. So it could also be kind of a majority rules kind of thing, but on a much higher level than it is here. So in that referendum, and there's 8 million citizens of Switzerland. So in this referendum, they are the question is if they want to back their money with silver and gold. Now, if that passes and they're backing their currency with gold, their currency will skyrocket in value. And in doing that, it will raise the price of gold and silver and weaken the US dollar. And that's not something that's necessarily good. Our silver and gold will be worth more, but I even believe leading up to that, the prices are going to increase also, because if it passes, that's going to be a lot of gold going off the market. People are going to want to stack up before that. But even if it doesn't pass, just the rumors and the fact that it could is going to drive up prices. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I believe that toward the end of this month, the metals price is going to go higher. Now, I'm not saying buy. I'm not saying, buy all you can. The price is going to go up while it's low. I'm not saying that at all. I just think that the price is going to go up, and I'm buying now. And I'm probably going to be buying when the price goes up as well. This doesn't deter me at all. So they only need 100,000 to create a referendum over there in the Swiss. Now, those two world events, like I told you, like with ISIS and the Swiss referendum, and things that happen like when Janet Yellen gives her speech and her statements, they affect the market too. And they're very careful in what they say because they know their comments can affect the market greatly. And what we have right now is an increasing value in the US dollar right here. And it's actually increasing in value more than it should. Everyone is worried about inflation and how it drives prices up and everything's out of whack. But deflation is just as bad. We need growth, and prices got to go up. Silver and gold have been down, oil has been down, the dollar's been getting stronger. And to me, that creates a bubble because the US dollar is very strong. And some people believe that the US dollar is the opposite of gold and silver. So if gold price goes up, the dollar's value goes down, vice versa. I believe that to an extent, but by any means, I do not want the US dollar to fail. And even the preppers and everyone that's been stacking, it will make our gold and silver go up, but you wouldn't want the dollar to fail. You know, that would be chaos. That would be anarchy. That's not something you want to happen, not because you want your gold and silver to cost more or be more valuable. You know, that's not a very good reason, because that would hurt us. You know, the US dollar is the world standard for trade, and some countries are trying to break away from that, but right now it is the standard, and we want it to survive. We don't want it to get too weak. We want it right in the sweet spot. We don't want inflation. We don't want deflation. We just want healthy growth. We want our economy to get larger. We want to increase trade. And I think that that's very important for the world, in my opinion. And on that other level, China, they are one of the countries trying to break away from using the US dollar. And China is stockpiling gold like crazy all day long, gold and silver. So is Russia. So are other countries. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is it's a preparation. You know, that preparation probably includes trying to weaken the dollar intentionally, which happens sadly by other countries. But for me, I'm going to keep stacking. I'm going to keep buying, and the price has been going up. I still buy it. You know, it went up yesterday, and I still bought, and it's going to go up some more, and I'm going to buy then. I'm not saying you should buy. I'm not saying you should hold or you should sell. I'm just giving my opinion. And when you go into that coin shop, you're not just buying silver and gold for the number on the wall. There's so much behind that. And to actually be successful in this, you have to understand reasons that change the price of gold and silver. It's the smart thing to do. It's always best to be well informed, no matter what the situation is. And, you know, I have different debates in the comment section of my videos. And, you know, those debates, I'm not getting angry. You know, I'm not holding any grudges. I love to hear opposite points of view. It helps me learn more, helps you learn more. It opens your eyes. You don't want to just hear your own arguments. Then you never learn, you never grow. So, you know, that's just me babbling on. I'm going to keep buying. You know, don't buy if you don't want to. Buy if you want to. Don't do anything. Sell if you want. You know, do what you're going to do, but be informed. And that's really my only point to this video, is to be informed. When supply goes down, demand goes up. That's just a way of life. And I see that happening right now. Because for one, that Swiss referendum I was talking about, in that it includes the stipulation that in the first 3 years, they have to have at least 20% of their currency backed by that. And you know how much money is in Switzerland. They also have a lot of money from other countries. And when that happens, that's a lot of gold that's going to be bought very close, very soon. And that's going to drive up the price. There's no way it couldn't. You know, that's many hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars that they will need backed. And that's going to put a strain on the supply. So I'm not going to go on much longer, but, you know, I just wanted to talk about world events. If any of you were wondering, got some, these are Monarch precious metal silver bars. The tombstone looking ones are the 2 ounce, and then the rectangle ones are the 3 ounce. I picked up a few 100 ounces worth of these because price couldn't have been beat, and I buy. That's what I do. And I see a good deal and I go for it. I don't wait. You know, it seems like in this market, when the price goes up, that's when people start buying, you know, and then they get a little scared when it goes down and start selling. The opposite of what you should be doing. You should be buying low and selling high, if you're selling at all. But like I was saying, I don't pass up any good deals, and that way I don't miss low prices. It's just cost averaging. And I know you hear a lot of clowns and frauds on YouTube talking about you shouldn't cost average. You should just wait to buy low. But nobody knows what the low is going to be. You know, you don't. You know, if you're in the practice of buying, if you go to the store and you're buying something that's on sale, you're going to get it. You're not going to say, well, nope, it's less than what I got it for last week, but maybe it'll go down some more next week. That doesn't click for me. You know, I can't do that. This is a fire sale, in my opinion. So it's coming up on 11 minutes. Probably lost about 100 subscribers, but if you got this far, thank you for listening. Thanks for commenting on my videos, liking and disliking. And I'll see you later, YouTube. Thanks.